Move to success channel မှာကြိုးဆိုပါရစေအဲဒီကျောင်းစစ်တွေဖြစ်တဲ့เนาะထဲကနေပြီးတော့ဒီဒီအထက်တန်းအဆင့်ပေါ့เนาะ grade 10 11 12 grade 10 11ပေါ့เนาะကျောင်းစစ် grade 10နဲ့11ပေါ့အဲ့တော့ grade 10ကဒါ revision လေးလုပ်နေတာပေါ့ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့ပေါ့unit 1เนาะ read the passage ကိုစခဲ့တယ်ပေါ့ reading comprehension တွေပြီးရဲ့အပိုင်းလေးမှာလေ့ကျင့်တာပေါ့ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့အခု unit 1C ပေါ့ grammar နဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ nouns and apposition လေးကိုတော့ဒါလေးကို revision သွားပါမယ်เนาะ In English the two nouns are often used together one following the other เนาะအင်္ဂလိပ်လိုပဲ two nouns are often used together နာမ်တစ်ခုကိုမကြာခဏဆိုသလိုတခါတည်းမှာမကြာခဏဆိုသလိုပဲတဲ့အတူတူနာမ်တစ်ခုကိုသုံးကြတာကြီးအင်္ဂလိပ်မှာအင်္ဂလိပ်စာမှာရှိတယ် one following the other တစ်ခုနောက်ကနေနောက်တစ်ခုကလိုက်ပြီးတော့လိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါမျိုးကပ်ပြီးတော့လိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါ one following the other เนาะနာမ်တစ်ခုရဲ့နောက်မှာအခြားနာမ်တစ်ခုကလိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာလဲဒါလဲဆိုတော့အဲ့မှာတော့နာမ်နေရှိတယ်ပေါ့နော် proper nounတွေcommon noun တွေရှိရတော့ဒီခါကျတော့လဲ proper noun နဲ့ common noun နဲ့အဲ nouns and position လောက်တာရှိတယ်လို့ common noun ချင်းချင်းလဲnouns and position လောက်တာလည်းရှိတယ်ပေါ့အဲ့တော့ကြည့်အောင် the second noun tells us something about the first noun အဲ့တော့ second noun ကကြတော့ဘာကိုပြောတာလဲဆိုတော့တဲ့တစုံတစ်ခုပေါ့တစုံတရာ about the first noun ပထမ noun ရဲ့နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အကြောင်းအရာကိုတစုံတရာကိုတဲ့တို့တွေကရရှိပါတယ်တဲ့ such two nouns are called nouns and position အဲ့ဒီ noun နှစ်ခုစလုံးကိုတော့ဘယ်လိုခေါ်လဲဆိုတော့ nouns and position လို့ခေါ်တယ်တနည်းအားဖြင့်ရှေ့က noun ကိုနောက်က noun ကတနည်းအားဖြင့်အထူးပြုပေးတာဖြည့်ရှင်းပေးတာပေါ့နော်ရှင်းလင်းပေးတာပေါ့နော်သူ့ရဲ့ဂုဏ်ပုံ contract ကိုထပ်ပြီးတော့ဖော်ကျူးပေးတာပဲအဲ့ဒါကို nouns and position ပေါ့ for example ပြောမယ်ဆိုရင် number 1က Tokyo, the capital of Japan, blah 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 နော်အဲ့တော့ first ကနော် proper noun ပေါ့မိနာမဟောပြီးတော့ Tokyo နောက် Tokyo noun ပဲ proper noun ပေါ့နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ဘာလဲဆိုတော့ the capital နော်အဲ့ဒါလည်း noun ပဲ the capital of Japan ဂျပန်နိုင်ငံရဲ့မြို့တော်အဲ့ဒါကလည်း noun အတူတူပဲနော်နှစ်ခုလုံးကအတူတူပဲအဲ့လိုရှိက common proper noun နောက်က common noun နဲ့ဒါပါလဲဆိုရင်အဲ့ဒီအကြောင်းကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပေးတာပေါ့တစုံတရာသိအောင်ပြန်ပြီးတော့နံပါတ်2ကဥပကြီး the great Myanmar artistနော်ဘာလဲဆိုရင်ကြီးမြတ်တဲ့မြန်မာဟောလာဥပကြီးနော်မြန်မာအနုပညာရှင်ဥပကြီးနော်ဒါမျိုးဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဥပကြီးက proper noun နောက်က artist က common noun နော်အဲ့တော့ဟောကြည့်မယ် exercise လေးတူတန်းပေးထားတယ်ပေါ့နော် sport မှတ်သားပါတဲ့ spot the nouns and position in the following sentences and underline them အဲ့တော့အောက်မှာပြီးထားတယ်တဲ့နော်ဝကြတွေထဲမှာတဲ့ nouns and position တွေကိုမှတ်သားပါတဲ့ရှာဖွေမှတ်သားမယ်ပြီးရင်အဲ့ဒါတွေကိုမလုပ်လဲဆိုတော့ underline ထားတဲ့နော်1 to 10ပေးထားတယ် There are many pagodas in Bagan, and Asian capital of Myanmar အဲ့တော့ Bagan and Asian capital of Myanmar ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါဒီ nouns and position number 2 the ostrich kind of flightless bird is found only in Africa အဲ့တော့အတောင်မှမပါတဲ့နော်အတောင်မှမပါတဲ့ကအမျိုးအစားတစ်မျိုးကနော် ostrich ဆိုတဲ့ bird ဘယ်မှာရှိလဲဆိုတော့ Africa မှာရှိတယ်အဲ့တော့ ostrich ရဲ့ဘာလို့ဆိုရင် flightless bird ရဲ့အဲ့ဒါက noun and position ဖြစ်တယ် number 3က my son, a musician and letter and lives with me. My son is a musician. Number 4, largeness, a large mountain lake, is in Scotland. Error, largeness here, large mountain lake here, nouns and position. Number 5, Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is Nepal. The Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, nouns and position. Number 6. I'd love to climb Kilimanjaro, the highest mountains in Tanzania. Kilimanjaro and Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Tanzania are nouns and positions. 7. Brussels sprout, a green vegetable like a tiny cabbage, is quite delicious to eat. Brussels sprout, a green vegetable like a tiny cabbage, are nouns and positions. 8. The Nile, the longest river in the world, is in northeastern Africa. The Nile and the longest river in the world are nouns and positions. 9. Judo, a Japanese martial art, originated from jujitsu, samurai, and am a fighting technique. Judo and a Japanese martial art are nouns and positions. 10. Albert Einstein, a great physicist, was famous for his theory of relativity. Albert Einstein and the great physicist are nouns and position. Combine the two sentences using nouns and position. Okay, number 1. Myanmar is the second largest country in Southeast Asia. It's known as the land of pagodas. Answer: Myanmar, the second largest country in Southeast Asia, is known as the land of pagodas. 2. Wu Tuntun is our English teacher. He is a very strict person. Wu Tuntun, our English teacher, is a very strict person. 3. Ao won many prizes. He is the best footballer in our school. Ao, the best footballer in our school, win many prizes. Number 4. An excuse may or may not be true. It's a reason for an apology. An excuse, a reason for an apology, may or may not be true. Number 5. Jack was born in Finland. Finland is the land of a thousand lakes. Finland, the land of a thousand lakes, sorry. Jack was born in Finland, the land of the thousand lakes. Number 6. Elvis Presley was a very popular singer. He was referred to as the king of the rock and roll. Elvis Presley, a very popular singer, was referred to as the king of rock and roll. Number 7. We will spend our vacation at Ngabali Beach. It's the most beautiful beach in our country. We will spend our vacation at Ngabali Beach, the most beautiful beach in our country. 8. William Henry Gates was born in Washington. He is the principal founder of Microsoft. William Henry Gates, the principal founder of Microsoft, was born in Washington. Number 9. I like spaghetti. It's an Italian dish with noodles and sauce. I like spaghetti, an Italian dish with noodles and sauce. Number 10. My childhood home is just down the road. It's an old wooden house. My childhood home, an old wooden house, is just down the road. Okay, writing. Okay, next, unit 2, literature. Literature. Read the passage. The English word literature comes from the Latin word literatura, which means writing. Thus, we may assume that there was no literature until people could write. However, we cannot say that any piece of writing is literature. For instance, no one would call it a safe or popularized literature. Neither could one call the directions on a bottle of medicine literature. To put it simply, for a piece of writing to be recognized as literature, it must have a lasting effect on the reader in such a way that the reader would want to read on and again too. A writer or a piece of literature may be compared to a painter. A painter chooses and uses colors carefully to get a beautiful painting. Similarly, a writer of a piece of literature chooses and uses his words carefully to turn out a piece of writing that will make his, his reader wish to read on and every again and again. Another important point to note is that every literary nation has literature of its own. Literature as a field of study is made up of three subjects: prose, poetry, and drama. Prose. This is a kind of straightforward writing. There are no restrictions on the number of words or syllables as they are as they are as they are in poetry. Thus, letters, essays, articles, biographies, short stories, and novels are all pieces of prose. Wuthering Heights by Emily Brown. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway are well-known novels. They are all pieces of prose. Poetry. Poetry is sometimes defined as a literature in verse, verse. Depending on the type of poem, the poet has to follow certain rules, such as the number of syllables to a line, the number of lines to a stanza, pattern of rhyme and rhythm to meaning, etc. For instance, a sonnet is a poem that has 14 lines, a particular pattern of rhyme. A, limerick, on the other hand, has a humorous poem with 5 lines and its own rhyming scheme. A lyrical poem, another variety, expresses the poet's thoughts and feelings about something such as love, beauty, death, etc. For instance, Daffodils by William was Wordsworth, song by Christina Rossetti, and The Light of Other Days by Thomas Moore are famous lyrical poems. Drama. Sometimes, some writers write stories in the form of a play which is to be performed on a stage of a theater or presented as a radio or television program. Such plays are known as drama. There are three kinds of drama: comedy, tragedy, and tragicomedy. A comedy is a play that is assuming and it makes people laugh. In such a play, a characters may amusing, or the events may be amusing, or both are amusing, as you like, as you like it. And A Midsummer Night's Dream are well-known comedies written by William Shakespeare. A tragedy is a play that has a very sad ending. Such a play usually tells about the heroic struggle and the downfall of the main character. Shakespeare's Macbeth and Julius Caesar are famous tragedies of English literature. So is Romeo and Juliet. A tragic comedy is a type of play that is both sad and amusing. The Winter's Tale and the Tempest are well-known Shakespeare's tragic comedies. When a novel or a poem or a play is of the highest quality, it becomes a classic. Thus, classics in literature are novels, poems, and plays that are of top quality. They are pleasurable to read at any time, and they have the enduring cultural value. As a literate nation, ours is a literary culture, and hence we too have our own literature. Surely, you must have come across such memorable terms as yadu, yaga, pew, agent, agent, lazy, dita, pole, etc. All of which are the various kinds of form of Myanmar literature. And of course, we have our prose and drama too. We might even happen to know or have heard of some prominent figures in Myanmar literature of the past given in the box below. Comprehension. Copy each sentence below with a word or phrase over the reading message. A painter uses color, a writer uses words. W-O-R, yes, words. No? Number two, the, the three subjects under literature are prose, poetry, and drama. Next, number three, the overall writer of the Pride and Prejudice was Judy Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Jane Austen. Okay. Next, for whom the Bell Two was written by, written by Ernest Hemingway. 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 Now in number five, uh, there are four lines in sonnet. Sorry, 4 lines. 14 lines are 4 lines. 4 lines. 14 lines. 14 lines are there are sonnet ma. 14 lines la. Sonnet ma. About 14 lines. Sorry. No, 14 lines. Now we have six. There are 5 lines in a limerick. Number seven are the three kinds of drama are comedy, tragedy, and tragicomedy. Now we have this one tragicomedy. Now we have number eight a play that has a sad ending is a tragedy. Next, Yeru Yagan, Anje, and Bole are different kinds of Myanmar literature. Myanmar literature. Okay, give a short answer to each question below. Who wrote Wuthering Heights? Emily, Emily Bront, Emily Bront. Number two, what's a sonnet? A sonnet is a poem that has 14 lines in a particular pattern of sonnet but there we go. Lime Ray, what's it? Lime Ray, who wrote a play as you like William Shakespeare. No, number five, what's a tragedy comedy? Is a type of play that is both sad and comedy. Sad, sorry, amusing. No, sad and amusing. အဲ့တော့ tragic comedy ကယတနှစ်ခုစလုံးပြီးပါတယ်နံပါတ် C က give a full sentence and answer each question below ဒါတွေကတော့ဟိုရိုးရိုးပဲဆွေးနွေးလိုက်မယ် give a full sentence and answer မိကုန်းကိုပဲဆွေးနွေးလိုက်မယ်အဖြူတော့ပြန်ပြန်ကြည့်နေရတဲ့အတွက်เนาะအဆင်ပြေအဲ့တော့မိကုန်းကိုပဲဆွေးနွေးမယ် can a news article be regarded as literature why အဲ့တော့เนาะသတင်းဆောင်းပါးတစ်ပုဒ်ကိုတဲ့နော်သတင်းဆောင်းပါးတစ်ပုဒ်ကိုတဲ့နော် as a literature နော်ဘာသာစာပေတစ်ခုအနေနဲ့သတ်မှတ်နိုင်သလားတဲ့နောက်ပြီးတော့ဘာကြောင့်လဲနော်သတ်မှတ်နိုင်လားဘာကြောင့်လဲ number 2 က when can a piece of writing be recognized as a literature နော်အဲ့တော့ဘာလဲဆိုရင်စာရေးသားတဲ့ဒီပိုင်းအပိုင်းအစတစ်ခုကိုနော်ဘာလဲဆိုရင် literature စာပေအနေနဲ့ဘယ်အချိန်မှာနော်သတ်မှတ်နော်ဟောပြုခဲ့တယ်လေ recognize လုပ်ခဲ့လေ number 3 က what's the difference between a painter and အဲ့တော့ပကြီးဆရာနဲ့စာရေးဆရာနဲ့ဘာကွဲလွဲတယ်လေနော်ဘာမတူတာရှိတယ် number 4 က what's the drama mean for drama ဆိုတာဘလို့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ဖွင့်ဆိုလဲတဲ့နောက်ပြီးတော့ number 5 က what's the difference between a comedy and a tragedy အဲ့တော့ comedy နဲ့ tragedy ကဘာကွာလဲတဲ့နော် amusing နဲ့ဟိုက comedy က amusing ဟို tragedy ကတော့ sad နောက်က number 6 က what classes နော် classes ဆိုတာပါလေ number 7 က which do you like the comedy tragedy or tragic comedy explain why you like it နော်ဒီ drama တွေကဘာကိုကြိုက်တယ်လဲတဲ့နောက်ပြီးတော့ဘာကြောင့်ကြိုက်တယ်ဆိုတာလည်းဖြစ်ရှင်းလို့ number 8 ကဒီ which should be famous author why or why not နော်နာမည်ကြီးစာရေးဆရာတယောက်ဖြစ်ချင်လားတဲ့ဘာကြောင့်ဖြစ်ချင်လဲဒါမှမဟုတ်ဘာကြောင့်မဖြစ်ချင်တာလဲအဲ့တော့ next ကိုကြည့်ရအောင် grammar ပဲပေါ့ adjective or phrases နော်ဒါပါလဲဆိုတော့စကားတွဲနဲ့နော်စလုံးတွဲနဲ့ဘာလဲဆိုရင်အထူးပြုတဲ့နာမဝိသေသနာနော်နာမ်ကိုအထူးပြုသောနော် phrases တွေ yeah no the following points were adjective or phrase that may begin with a preposition or an ing verb or an ed and en verb as in on the table under the tree in the garden etc sitting all alone talking to their teacher watching tv etc error painted by Ubaji is with dog adjective phrases adjective phrase written in Japanese Japan လိုရေးသားထားသော made in Germany နဲ့ထုတ်လုပ်သော error in a sentence an adjective phrase modifies a noun in front of it is as shown below with an arrow the books on the table belong to me so where was she this binary do you know that girl sitting over there do you know that girl sitting over there no oh ma oh အလလမှာထိုင်နေတဲ့မိန်းကလေးကိုသိလားတဲ့အဲ့ပြီးတော့ washes made in Switzerland are very good Switzerland မှာလုပ်တဲ့လက်ပတ်နာရီတွေကသိဖို့ကောင်းတယ်အဲ့တော့နောက်က phrases တွေ adjective verb phrases တွေဖြစ်တယ်နော်စကားလုံးနဲ့ modify လုပ်တာဖြစ်ပါတယ် Copy the sentences below in your exercise book then pause the adjective verb phrase in each sentence and use an arrow to show that now it modifies plays and poems written by Shakespeare are not easy to understand အဲ့တော့ဒီမှာဆိုရင်ဒီဟာစာအုပ်ဆိုင်ဘာတွေပြောပြီးရင်လည်းဘာလဲဆိုရင်ဘောကြတစ်ခုချင်းစီက adjective phrase ကို box နဲ့เนาะ box လုပ်ပါဘာလို့ဆိုရင်ဘောင်ခတ်ပါတဲ့နော်ဘောင်ခတ်ပါ and ပြီးတော့ use an arrow to show the noun it modifies နော်ဘာလို့ဆိုအထူးပြုတဲ့နာမ်ကိုနော်အထူးပြုတဲ့နာမ်ကိုပြသပြီးတော့ညှာထုတ်ပြီးပြသပြီးပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီမှာဆိုရင်အထူးပြုတဲ့နာမ်ကဘာလို့ဆို plays and poems ကအဲ့ဒါ noun အဲ့တော့သူ့ကိုအထူးပြုတဲ့ adjective phrases က written by Shakespeare အဲ့ဒါက adjective phrases number 2 eggs from Ubers no poultry farm are big and fresh အဲ့တော့ eggs က eggs ကဘာလဲဆိုရင် noun eggs က noun အဲ့တော့ from Ubers poultry farm အဲ့ဒါကဘာလဲဆိုရင် adjective phrase number 3 that one in the green shirt is my cousin that one got now the green shirt got adjective phrase number 4 are the two men talking under that tree are engineers the two men got now talking under that tree got adjective phrase number 5 got the bridge across the river is more than 50 years old the bridge got now across that river got adjective phrase number 6 books sold in that little shop are quite cheap books got now sold in that little shop era got adjective phrase number 7 these lunch packets are for those workers resting under that tree these lunch packets these packets are for those workers resting under the tree arrow those workers now resting under that tree adjective phrase number 8 all those watches in that showcase are made in Japan all those watches now in that showcase adjective phrase number 9 have you read any detective story written by Arjender Hastings arrow now any detective story now written by Arjender Christie adjective phrase number 10 any book borrowed from our library must be returned in 2 weeks any book now borrowed from our library adjective phrase ဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်ကတော့ grammar တွေက present simple and present continuous ဟုတ်ပြီအဲ့ဒီနည်းကြောလိုက်ပြီ now so unit 3ကိုသွားမှာပေါ့ unit 3ကိုရောက် 0 read the passage to write an English word short and long we use the 26 letters A to Z of the English alphabet as provided. To write a number, small or big, we use the Arabic numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 are as required. The first of those is 0. Now, what 0 means nothing, yet it's essential in counting and calculation. Firstly, because we have 0, we do not need a special number for 10. We just write 1, 0. For 100, we just add 1 more 0 and write 1, 0, 0. For 1000, we add another 0 to write 1, 0, 0, 0. Thus, in essence, 0 means 10 times of a number. After all, 1, 0 means 1, 10 times 20 means 210 times, 100 means 10 times, and 1000 means 110 times, and so on. Now, let's try using the Roman numbers. You would soon see that the tasks would no longer be as straightforward. The Roman numerals, as we know, are 1, 5, 10, R, C, D, and M, million, and respectively, they stand for 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, and 1000. There is no zero at all. Thus, 10 is 10, 20 is blah blah, 30 is, 40 is, or etc. Meaning 10 less than 50. For the similar mathematical equation like 100 plus 27, 127, you will have to write C plus, not similar at all. The larger the number, the greater the trouble. This illustration should be plain enough to help you see how important zero is. Another point to note is that in real number system, not an imaginary number, zero is the only number that is neither positive or nor negative. Therefore, zero represents the boundary between the negative and positive numbers. This can be seen on the coordinate axis, mathematics, and on many scales. For example, on a thermometer to measure the temperature of the air. Any point above 0 degrees Celsius, freezing point is positive. While any point below 0 degrees Celsius, freezing point is negative. And this is shown with the minus sign before the number as in minus 5 degrees Celsius or minus 20 degrees Celsius, as the case may be. You may already know that zero is also used in declaring the score of a game. For example, at the beginning of the game, say badminton, the umpire calls out 0-0. This means that neither of the players has scored a point. Then, as the game progresses, we hear the umpire calling out 0-1, 1-1, 3-2, or 6-8, as the case may be. In tennis, though we hear a laugh instead of zero, actually it is not the English word laugh. It's a French or egg. The French use the word egg to mean zero. Nobody knows for certain who discovered zero. Nobody knows for certain either where, when and where it was discovered. However, the general belief is that it was Hindu mathematicians of India who discovered zero. Sometime in the 6th century also, the Hindu word for it was Sonya, meaning empty or void. It's also believed that the Arabs borrow it from the Hindus and call it Sal, which became the root word for the English words cipher or and zero. Okay, နောက်တစ်ပိုင်းမှာတော့ကျွန်တော်ဗာလဲဆိုရင် reading comprehension ကိုဆက်ပြီးတော့ဆွေးနွေးပါမယ်အားလုံးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်